So guys, we're live, guys. We're live. Welcome to this team, guys. Welcome to this team. Like the vid, subscribe, like the vid, subscribe, guys. Like the vid. We're gonna be talking about the UEFA Champions League between Chelsea and Lille, and also Villareal versus Juventus. As Chelsea won two goals to nil. Goals from Kai Havertz and Christian Pulisic. As also Juventus drew at the Villareal Stadium. Like the vid, subscribe, like the vid, subscribe. We're also going to be talking about Romelu Lukaku coming to the Sunday Carabao Cup final. Should Lukaku start or not? What is the state of Lukaku going forward? Like the vid, subscribe, like the vid, subscribe. Let's go, guys. Yeah, my people, how you guys doing? I hope you guys are fine. I hope you guys are doing well. Like the vid, subscribe, like the vid, subscribe, like the vid, subscribe. So we're gonna be talking about the UCL Champions League between Chelsea and Lille, and also we're gonna be talking about Villareal versus Juventus. It's gonna be a wonderful quarterfinal coming up. Also, we're gonna be discussing about Romelu Lukaku. Big room. Is it the high time for us to drop Romelu Lukaku? Because what is going on exactly with Lukaku, the Chelsea board, and Thomas Tuchel? Does Thomas Tuchel make a bold statement in dropping Lukaku? Because I think that's a bold statement for him dropping him. I believe that, and also going forward, coming into Sunday match, should Chelsea drop Romelu Lukaku in place of Kai Havertz? We talked about that. So, Vilton, your take on the overall games?
Overall, by the way, overall, like what a awful week of football we have in the Champions League, man. Honestly, I'm
I
gonna be.
see. I see.
It is hashtag honesty. It's hashtag honesty, man. The Chelsea game was actually pretty quality, to be fair. But the Juve Villarreal game, my goodness, man, how Juve has
That game
fallen
was dead.
deeply.
That was a dead
As
game.
Juve has fallen, I see Juve playing Tuchel Ben football, terrorist football against the mighty Villarreal, the Yellow Submarine. It's
Well, what
sad.
position is Villarreal in the table? Seventh or eighth?
They're like in seventh place in the La Liga, but it's sad, man. Juve has fallen massively, and as for Chelsea, man, like Chelsea are a phenomenal cup team, man. This team is built for nice, like in the Champions League. And as for Lukaku, I'm not surprised because I've been saying it all beginning of the season. Lukaku just doesn't fit this team. It just doesn't. I mean, I think in all honesty, Lukaku doesn't like dropping deep. He
Mm-hmm.
doesn't like making those runs that you see that they want him to make. The playmakers want him to make. And Chelsea fan also saying they don't have any creative midfielder to pass him the ball, which is which is weird because the Juve game, right? Your attack was so like the first game in the group stage. Your attack wasn't as like it wasn't clicking as it was compared to the second game where you guys blew Juve at the park 4-0 without him. So it's the same way with City, right? How people saying they play better without a striker because they're more fluid. It would make sense because you have an extra midfielder in there.
Mm-hmm.
So if Chelsea, honestly, if Chelsea wants to go far in the Champions League, you can play with Lukaku. Maybe in the final you can play him because it's one game. Anything can happen in one game, but over two legs, man. Like honestly, Lukaku, man, it's not looking good. And also that interview he did, man, it's not. But I'm happy that Tuchel benched him though because he's been playing bad. I know you guys bought him for 113 million euros, but if the guy's playing bad, you have to bench him. You can't just keep playing him. And the thing about it honestly, it might even help Lukaku. It might even motivate him to play better now, since now he knows nobody is safe. I can be dropped. Look at Grealish at City. He's playing bad. He's on the bench. I know he's injured right now, but he's mostly on the bench. So yeah, man, like it's a routine dub for Chelsea. Honestly, Chelsea could have scored more. And as for those Chelsea bricks that I was saying, Conte should be sold, man. What is wrong with people, man? Like, like why would you want Conte to be sold? Like what? Like, bro, like the way Conte was bossing that midfield, bro. Like I've always said this, Conte is in the DM. He's to me, he's more of a box to box midfielder. He's because that second goal, he honestly, he could have got 2 assists today if it
Yeah.
wasn't for I don't know
Hakim
who.
Ziyech. Hakim
Yeah,
Ziyech.
Hakim Ziyech, man. He needs to get his right foot and sort, man. This guy's on your left
I
foot.
don't know. I think he's
bro.
one dimension. That's my problem with him. He's like a one-footed player.
He's a left foot merchant, bro.
That's my issue. That's my issue.
But that pass from Conte, the weight on the ball, like to wait for Pulisic to make
the
that
timing is very
run, the
important.
timing.
The timing is key.
So Conte was, and he was man of the match. Surprise. So I don't know what's wrong with Chelsea fans saying you want Conte. Why would you want Conte to be sold, bro? Who else would you get in the world right now? You could get to Xiaomi, I guess, but Conte's proven, bro. He's one of the best or the best box-to-box midfielder in the world right now. So like I don't get it. But yeah, it's another routine dub for Chelsea. Like we all knew they were gonna win. We just wanted to. We just didn't know if it was gonna be like 4-0, 5-0. We just didn't know. But honestly, I'm just excited for the quarters to start, man, because these round of 16 game honestly been very terrorist. Like
tomorrow's gonna be the worst. Tomorrow, Bilton. I don't want to do. That's why I don't want to do watch along right now because it's gonna be a boring match for me. I'm just gonna be sleeping on stream. I do not want to sleep. I don't want to sleep on the stream. It's gonna be tomorrow. Atletico United. It's gonna be freaking boring. Boring match tomorrow. Boring.
Any tie Atletico and they make it boring, bro. They make it boring.
Lord help us tomorrow. Tomorrow we ride. Sola, your take on the matches, and give me your take on Romelu Lukaku going forward. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, give me the whole matches and Romelu Lukaku because this is a problem now. How do we work out this month? The amount of money we spent on Lukaku to balance the book.
How do we work this amount of? How do we balance the book with the amount of money we spend?
We spent so much on him, and
yes, we did.
Now,
funny enough,
he's not even performing.
Funny enough, something like this has happened before.
Yeah,
I've sent as Fernando Torres. Thank you, Fernando Torres. We did not sell him off immediately.
Yeah,
he's still to an extent.
Loaned him out.
Loaned him out, but before we loaned him out, he contributed to an extent to how do you call it? Europa League, Champions League, to an extent. So what am I trying to say? Or what point am I trying to say? We can manage this crisis, and in a way, Thomas Tuchel is actually managing it well. What do I mean? First thing first, Romelu Lukaku, was it Tuchel's purchase or the board's purchase? For me, I think
is it the board purchase or Tuchel purchase?
Yes, I think it's actually the board purchase. Fine. It's what has happened. Moving forward, how do we resolve this issue? I honestly think we should play Romelu Lukaku in some games and not all games. A very good example of the game we shouldn't have played Romelu Lukaku is this game. But the next match we're looking at, that's Sunday's match. And that would be like it will set more precedent to what's to come. I also think we should not start Romelu Lukaku against Liverpool. Do you also agree? I think we should not start
because of the highline Liverpool plays. So,
however, there's a how do I put it? There's a slight adjustment to what I just said now, and that is because we do not know if Hakim Ziyech will be out of that match on Sunday. So if Hakim Ziyech is going to be out of that match, the coach may have to play Lukaku or start Timo Werner, which I am comfortable with. I'm comfortable with all starts because Liverpool want to play island and we need someone that can run and break that island.
Yeah.
So then going forward from Sunday's match, how many matches do we have more? Some of our matches look winnable. We have the likes of Burnley, we have the likes of I think Wolves, we have the likes of I think Newcastle home. Yeah, so some of these matches look winnable. Those are the kind of matches we can play Lukaku. Those are the kind of matches we can play with Lukaku. But the main thing or the main idea of Thomas Tuchel's team, and that's practice and one of the Champions League, is possession-based football. I don't see Lukaku thriving in that system. So that's the reason why I said going forward, we do not have to play Lukaku in most of the matches remaining. So there are some matches he has to sit on the bench, not because of this excuse of being mentally or physically tired, but because it doesn't suit your position. The taxes to face your position, so he has to sit on the bench and just observe. He has to sit on the bench and observe. But going forward next season, let's see what happens in summer. That's where we will have a make or break decision. Should we sell him or keep him? For me, still keep him. But more or less like on probation. But
so
still keep him
on probation. But the problem is on high wages. It's not sitting there making money and doing nothing. That is
like I said. How much did you buy? Dubois Torres then for 50 million? That was the British record.
That's 50 million is still okay. This is 115.
Good. And I'm not sure we paid the whole sum once. I think it will be instrumental payment. So the best thing to do is still just give him a little faith. Like just hold on to him. Play him in matches he suits your position.
The scary part about this is when Tuchel said he's mentally and physically tired. That's worry for me though.
I can just say it's a diplomatic statement. How about that? It's just a diplomatic statement that, how come he's not playing? Oh, he's mentally and physically tired. Okay. And now that Chelsea has won, he would, though, because we're online now, I've not been able to go view or read the presser after the game. But I'm sure some journalists will still asking that, Romelu Lukaku, going forward, what do you think will happen? Is it going to start on Sunday? Because that's going to be like the major question leading on to Sunday. That'll be like the build-up questions leading to Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know if this guy is also going to be out. Kovacic.
I don't think the injury for me is that much I don't think it's that much. Maybe a little bit of knock, maybe slightly.
I think Kovacic shouldn't start on Sunday as well. So just
it might be
on the coach.
It might be on the bench. I think Ziyech might start because maybe I don't think it's that much for Ziyech.
Because Ziyech is in the form of his life.
Yeah,
he's balling right now. Man's on fire.
Might take a risk on him. Might just take a risk on him.
Well, quite possible.
Because it's a final and it's an intensity game. So Liverpool play high like we suit some of our players we have in the team.
Yes, people like Rudiger, because that performance in Stamford Bridge was wow. Top notch.
Also, player like Pulisic, Timo Werner, and Kai that can work very well in a high line, where Van Dijk could just drop off. Unlike Lukaku, just gonna stand there. So Kai can just drop up and just be the shadow midfielder or shadow number 10.
No, you should just play the same role you played today. That number 9. You should play the number 9 role and drop to the midfield.
Well, this is where the problem is. We all know Kai Havertz is good at the number 9. Why do we spend money on Romelu Lukaku in the summer?
Oh well, if you notice in our run to the triumph of the Champions League last season, Chelsea really played like there was no standing 9. If I can use that word, standing 9. Mm-hmm. So I guess Tuchel went to the board and told them he needed a standing 9 in the form of Erling Haaland, but the price was exorbitant. Mm-hmm. What was then the next available option? Romelu Lukaku is a Chelsea boy. He's a Chelsea fan. He once had a stint in Chelsea, even though it didn't work out. So come on, welcome back the prodigal son home. And there's this rumor filtering through the rumor mills that Chelsea and Real Madrid are negotiating a loan deal for Eden Hazard. I don't know how true that is. I don't want to raise my hopes. I don't want to put my mind there. But if it happens, fine. I hope if it does happen, he comes back and become a king and doesn't become a slave. Then I think, honestly, we need to talk to our players. There were several times in the attack today that Pulisic was with the ball.
Just and they didn't do just pass.
Thank you. Just do the one-time pass. You just want to go back to the midfield, dribble. Football is now more of one-time pass, one-time touch, look ahead, pass the ball. I mean, I was even surprised that this guy was passing the ball one time more than the other players. What's his name? N'Golo Kante. N'Golo Kante was doing more of the one-time passes than even Kai Havertz himself sometimes and Christian Pulisic. And those are the front men. And why was our brother scared of using his right leg? Is it that
I can see it,
his right leg? Yes. Was it that
I think he's the one-footed player, which is a left. That's my
problem. But hey, second leg against Atletico Madrid last season, he scored with his right foot.
That's true.
Yes, he did.
That's
Alonso passed. Was it Alonso that passed the ball? No.
That's true. But the problem is,
it was between. Yeah, I think it was either Timo Werner that did the assist. He passed.
It's a decision making.
You ought to have been 2-0 up in the first 13 minutes. 2-0 up.
bad decision making for me. I think it's all about decision making though. Because if you are telling him to use his right foot, you have to be decisive enough because Albert was already free. Just square play the ball to him and it's game over.
And it's game over.
Yep.
I mean, what was he thinking? Was he trying to like, I'm just going to slide in, or I'm just going to like
he's used to his left foot, so he's used to his left foot a lot. So, you know, when you're one left-footer player, it's gonna be difficult to play with your right foot when you're not even decisive enough with your right foot. If it's a player like Ousmane Dembele now, you can trust him to use his right foot because it's
of course Dembele is multi-footed, he's two-footed, so it's easy for
so
you
you
to
can trust
switch.
him to use his right foot and just square the play ball, just square the ball back to him. So it's understood. But your take on Thiago Silva, what a player.
Oh my God! Just like fine wine, the age is not the number. The number is not the age.
37 years of age and still balling.
Well, that is wrong. We need to see that man's birth certificate. We need to see his birth certificate to verify if he's actually 37. Jokes apart, though.
I think he is. I don't think it's not.
No. I don't know. That was a joke. I actually do think Thiago Silva is just one of the rare blessings of his generation. Just one of the rare blessings of his generation, because he doesn't look the age and he doesn't play the age.
Mm-hmm.
He still balls like he's a young Andre Christensen or he's a young Malang Sarr. He doesn't shy away from tackles, and it's not. He doesn't shy from one-on-one. He's very vocal in the back, despite the fact that English is not his first language. And he's a very, very, very good player. He reads the game well, so he's a leader from the back.
Yeah, I agree. What a performance from the boys. Vilton, going forward now, if you're the coach now, how do you figure out between Romelu Lukaku and Havertz? Because we all know Havertz can play as a number, he can play as a first line. Because now, how do you figure that with the board in saying, should I sell Lukaku or should I just play him in some matches like what Chola said?
You can't sell Lukaku. Nobody's gonna buy him, especially with the amount of on the wages he is. There's just no way. Like the only club that can realistically afford him is PSG and City, but they're not gonna do that. Like so, Lukaku's ain't going nowhere. So and he's on a 4-year contract, I think, or 3 years, something like that. Mm-hmm. So he's getting paid a lot of money. So there's no way Lukaku leaves. So the way to figure it out, like I said, you're just gonna have to keep benching him. If he's not playing well, not scoring goals, you just bench him until he get his form back, because that's what it is. It's called competition. If Lukaku's not performing to the level that Chelsea need him to perform at, you have to bench him, and simple as that. And we've seen Kai Havertz has a false night. It's a working formula. That's how Chelsea were able to get to the FA Cup final, win the Champions League last season. So it's a working formula. So the only time it might be bad unless Kai Havertz gets injured or something. But even then, you could even if Havertz gets injured, I swear you could just play like another player as a false nine. In all honesty, because I don't know, Lukaku he's just not mobile, man. The attack is just not sexy when he's there, man. Like it's like you guys play so slow in transition because your passes are so slow. When I don't know what it is, but when Chelsea play with Lukaku, it's just so slow, man. You guys are not quick. Like it's not like 1-2 ball like Liverpool do. But it's ironic. Liverpool play off false line too. Liverpool Firmino is not really like a traditional striker. He drops deep into midfield, and City don't play for striker. So I mean, if City and
Chelsea inside forward of Salah,
they have inside forward. So if Liverpool and City are doing it, why not Chelsea? Because it's a working formula. It really is. I know people are saying get Lukaku because Werner was missing a lot of goals, but now we're looking at Lukaku. You're the clinical striker that we wanted, and you're not really performing to the level that you can. So if I'm too honestly, just keep playing Havertz. He's in good form right now, so just keep playing him. And if Lukaku, you can't play Havertz all 30 games, right? Realistically, you can't. You have to give Lukaku some game time. Like you can't play like over the entire season, but like for example, like I don't know if Chelsea are going out against Watford or something, you could play Lukaku there or something. But if you're going like against a team where it's a must-point game, I think you play with Havertz. And this Sunday, I'm pretty sure Kai Havertz is gonna start, especially after scoring today. I'm pretty sure he's gonna start. I don't see how Lukaku start this game. I really don't. I'll be very surprised if he start. Did he honestly? I saw Tuchel interview after the Crystal Palace game, man. He just looks so like depleted, man. He's tired. Even Tuchel himself, he's tired of that excuse, man. It's the
Exactly.
system. It's the system. It's the system. He's tired of that because he said there's no such thing as a system. Like we can't just.
But Victor, today's interview just killed me. He's mentally and physically tired. What?
I mean, every coach goes through it. Even Pep at one point was like in the 2020 season, like Pep was like mentally drained. Like you can tell he was drained. Like he was mentally drained. Because managing it's very hard on it's very hard on the mentality, man. If your
Mhm.
mentality is now weak, strong, man, you're not gonna do well in the manager business, man. No matter how talented you are as a manager, you gotta have a strong mentality, man. Because all the criticism goes to you. Player miss goals, they blame it on the manager. Like a player is not performing well to the level that they can, the system doesn't work. It's the manager's fault.
Exactly.
So Tuchel has a tough job on his end because you can't just sell Lukaku. He's your key marquee signing. He's the marquee
Mhm.
signing of the year. So he's
Mhm.
just gonna have to figure it out again. Just like I said, if Lukaku's not scoring, just play Kai Havertz. If Kai Havertz injured, obviously Lukaku has to come in. But like in the big game, play Kai Havertz. In the small games, play Lukaku. That's what I would do.
But do you think Chelsea made a mistake in going for him in the first place? Because this is the argument we've been having for a very long time. Why do we go for him in the first place? Why?
My thing is who went for him? Was it Tuchel that told the board to go for it, or was it the board that just bought him just because he was available to buy? That's what I want to know. I just want to know who was it. Tuchel that told the board, since we can get Holland, can we give you Tuchel? Because I'm pretty sure Tuchel wanted Holland. I'm sure
Yeah.
he would want
Hmm.
Holland.
Yeah.
So if Tuchel would want Holland, and they say, okay, the board said we can't get you Holland, and I'm pretty sure you got to have a conversation with the board. There was somehow the
Yeah.
like the board is gonna tell you, okay, Lukaku's available. Would you want Lukaku? I'm pretty sure as the manager, you have to have certain right to say no or yes, you want that player, right? Because at the end of the day, the board's not gonna be the one managing the team. They're gonna manage the finance of the team, but I'm the one that's gonna be coaching that player on the pitch to perform to the level. So I don't know. I don't know who to blame. I can't blame Tuchel because I don't know if Tuchel wanted him, and I don't know if the board just signed him just because Tuchel told them. So I don't know who to blame. Like, but at the same time, the Chelsea fan, over like let's be real, all Chelsea fan wanted a striker, right? Because Werner was missing a lot of goals. They wanted a clinical number 9 that can score goals. So it makes sense to go for Lukaku. Lukaku was coming off
Okay, this is what Tuchel
one
said
of his best seasons in his
when they
career.
asked him in the press today. He said it was about hard work against the ball, off the ball, high intensity teamwork. Romelu struggles in the last few games a little bit too clever. That is what I mean when I felt he may be tired both mentally and physically.
Oh man.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
Oh
Hearing that
man,
now, are
Lukaku,
you
man.
worried for him going forward?
For Chelsea,
Are you worried for him for Romelu Lukaku? Hearing what the manager said now, are you worried?
I'm not worried for him because I still think he's gonna be at Chelsea for he's still gonna be at Chelsea for a while because he's not going nowhere. Like and again, it's not like he's injured. He's gonna get game time. It's just that in the big games, man, where people like the big game where people mostly watch like the big games, like the
Mm-hmm.
Champions League night, the City, the Liverpool, United ties. He might not even get playtime in those games because of how bad. But again, it could just be one bad season too. Next season he could have a good season because I don't
Mm-hmm.
think Chelsea's gonna buy another striker.
I don't think so.
If you do get a striker, it might be like an academy product or something
Mm-hmm.
like a kid because there's no way Chelsea's gonna spend another 100 or 60 million on another striker.
Or
Like
do
they
you think
already have
it's
one.
just like, do you think that Chelsea will be like, okay, F it. Let's just stick with Kai Havertz going forward as it be the features around him. Then if you're gonna take a loss on Lukaku, let's take the loss. Let's take the loss on him. Because I believe the Chelsea board can make that decision of building the team around Kai Havertz instead of Romelu Lukaku. He will be 29 this year. And Chelsea have an history of not renewing a player who is 30 years of age above 1 year. We have that history.
Honestly, it would make sense to build a team around Kai Havertz. He's a young, upper coming youngster. Like he's the future, so it would make sense to do it. But he's not really a potent goal scorer, is he? He's not like
Yeah, that's what he needs
consistent.
to work on, and I think
Yeah,
with time he will work on that.
yeah,
For me, with time, it will be that potent striker we can always rely on.
yeah. So Chelsea just need to get and Chelsea also need like an higher type of player on the team where you just need that player that can create something magic out of nothing in
Yeah,
certain games where you're
I
going
think
against low
Pulisic can
block
do it. He
teams.
just said about he has to
Yeah,
be consistent enough.
yeah, and he just so injury prone, man. Like
Mm.
Pulisic give you good performance, but then after a while he gets injured.
That's my problem with Christian Pulisic. He can give a good performance today, and tomorrow morning he gets injured. That's my big worry for Christian Pulisic for me. He's talented, but we want to see more from Christian Pulisic because we know he has that ability as a player. We just want to see more from him. That's what we all demand from him. See more from him, and he needs to show more. That's what I need. He needs to do. That's what we all need from Christian Pulisic. Show more, like have the ability to show more and show how good of a player you are. So for me, I'm happy though. Overall, I'm happy because now that's trying. In terms of going forward, this is what we need. This is what we need in terms of going forward, and it could help in terms of the confidence and everything. It's gonna be help a lot in terms of that confidence and everything. So, Shola, going forward now, how impressive have you been as a fan watching?
Like
Going forward, I've always
Because
been
the match
impressed.
now is on Sunday now. What people are saying is
Uh,
Havas to
on
start on Sunday
on
because
Sunday,
Liverpool play high line, so that could work in our favor.
it doesn't matter even if Liverpool play low blocks on Sunday. I'm saying this confidently because winning is in our DNA. Not that winning is not in Liverpool's DNA. It's a
Mhm.
final. Just always take it game in front of you.
Yeah,
Sunday we are winning, but I don't know how convincing it will be. But trust me, we are winning. We are winning. It's about time. It's about time we actually do win a trophy. To win a trophy over club.
yeah.
We are winning on Sunday. I'm very confident, but we just need to stick to our game plan and all things being equal, we win on Sunday. But I don't know how or what the scoreline will be. But we're winning on Sunday. I'm confident about that.
That's good. Vilton, as a neutral, how happy are you looking forward to Sunday? Are you how happy are you looking forward to
I'm
Sunday?
very happy, man, because whoever loses, I'm gonna banter that fan base so hard on social media. So whoever loses that final, so
So
I'm
you telling
happy.
me everybody, all lights is gonna be on Sunday, every damn body.
Yes, all has gonna be on Sundays, man, because like the Carabao Cup's gonna get so much view this
Yeah,
Sunday
this
because
Sunday because it's big match.
yeah, it's a big match. So like all eyes gonna be in this. And the funny thing too, I think that's the biggest game too this Sunday. There's really no other
Yeah,
big
that's the
games.
biggest game.
So yeah, all eyes is this Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern time,
Yeah,
man. So
yeah.
this I can't wait for this Sunday. Honestly, I don't know who's gonna win. I'm sure. Oh my goodness, I'm sure Liverpool probably slightly favorites because of their form right now, based on the form that they're in right now.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, it's a 50-50 game. Anybody can win. I just can't wait, man. I just want to see who's gonna win. Is it gonna be the German brother club or is it gonna be the German brother Tuchel? So we'll see this Sunday. What team really wants it more, man? Does Salah want it more? Does Kai Havertz want it more? Does Pulisic want it more? Does Mane want it more? Allison, Mendy, Van Dyke, Thiago Silva. Wow, man. It's gonna be a great game, man. It's gonna be a good game. Cause we saw it back in January, was it? The
Mm-hmm.
2-2
2-2 when we
game.
play 2-2, yeah,
Yeah,
in January.
yeah, but it's gonna be a neutral stadium though. So
It's gonna be Wembley.
yeah, so I can't wait, man. Honestly, I can't wait for the Sunday game, man. Cause thank God, man. That's the only way I like this cup competition. If we get a good final at least.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but if when you get City, Chelsea versus Watford, like when I saw City beat
You
Watford
know who's
six
gonna win.
nil, like
You
come
know
on,
you're gonna win.
come on, bro. What kind of final is that? But I'm happy, man.
Even the Carabao final between Tottenham and Man City, you already know who's gonna win. You know
Yeah,
already.
yeah,
You know who's gonna win. Without even playing the match, you already know this is gonna be the team that's gonna win. Even they don't even turn up. Don't let me turn up. Don't turn up.
It's gonna be a great game, man.
Yep.
And there's no injury too, I believe, right? 20 teams, but
No,
like
we
it's
have
gonna.
an injury. We have Kovacic and Akin Ziyech.
Oh yeah, Kovacic. Oh yeah.
I don't think the injury is that much. They could be able to run it up, but we have to wait on Tuchel for the on Friday to see how severe is the injury going forward. So we have to wait and see to see how severe is the injury going forward, and we have to know. We have to know. So we have to wait and see to see like, okay, is the injury much or like you're gonna see how much is the injury going forward. If the injury is not that much, I think they could be able to run it off and be like, okay, let's see. Because Mason Mount's injury was 2 weeks. He came back early. So it was like coming back early because the injury wasn't much. So he was able to come back early. So it depends. For me, it depends. Or it depends. It depends. It depends though. So it depends. So it depends. So Shola, going forward now, because looking at the Carabao Cup, the Premier League matches, and the remaining ECL matches now, do you want to see the mixture of Romelu Lukaku and Harvard, like Lukaku today match, tomorrow Harvard play, or you want to see it consistent in the performance of the players?
Depending, like I said earlier, depending on the team in front of Chelsea, or
I don't
depending
think we
on
will play any big matches until May when we play Manchester United. All the matches we're going to play is going to be low block, mostly low block. That's what we're going to play.
Just picture this: we're going to Tough Moor to play. Picture this: we're going to Tough Moor to play Burnley. Remember, Lukaku didn't play the first leg, if I'm not mistaken. It was Calaves that scored an header. I think we should play Lukaku in that match against the likes of Tarkowski and Ben Min. We should play Lukaku in that match. Those kind of matches, you need to play Lukaku. Like I said, it depends on the opposition. But I also think one thing also, if Lukaku's attitude is not right, because now that the coach has said, he has given us the reason why he dropped Lukaku. If the coach honestly feels that your attitude is not right, despite the fact you might be putting in a shift in training, he's going to drop you. He's going to drop you. And even if you are earning $1 billion per week, he will drop you. He's the coach. He has the final say about his team selection. So he will drop you. You feel like you're not right for his team, he will drop you. He will drop you. So I think going forward, there are some games that Lukaku will play, and there's also some games that Lukaku wouldn't play. But most of our remaining matches for the EPL looks winnable. And depending on the opposition we get in the Champions League, like say, for example, the second leg against Lille Metropole, Lukaku can start, depending. And we don't know if injuries and also fitness of players will be put into play. Lukaku can start some matches.
Because Shala, the problem I'm having right now is if Tuchel say fuck it, F you, Kai Havertz is going to be my number 9 to the end of the season.
I totally support that 100%.
Yeah. Now,
he won us the Champions League. I support that.
This is where I'm going to look at the boss stupid. Because this is what I'm going to look at. We're going to scare ourselves stupid. I'm like, wait. You just brought in this player into the club with a record signing of this amount of money. And it's not even showing enough on a consistent level to what the team won. There's a problem. It's a big problem.
Welcome to Chelsea, where even if you are bought for £100 million, if the coach feels you are not good enough, you wouldn't play. I don't know if you ever played Football Manager or something.
Because a little bit.
Sometimes you realize that your so-called signing of the season, or should I say your generational talent, might not even be your best player. When you check the statistics for the season and you discover that maybe it might just be one player you bought for, maybe like you're even doing instrumental payment, or you even bought for like say £1 million or so, like a bargain buy that is even playing. Okay, come on, look at it now. Let's even drop a top 5 list of our best performing players this season. Number 1, Thiago Silva.
Yeah.
And we didn't buy him for any amount of money. It was for free. For free. Then number 2, before injuries, I would have considered what's his name, our right back, Reece James. I'll have considered Reece James. Then also this other player too, Kovacic, before his injury. Now that he seems to have a knock or so. So these are some of our players that we didn't really buy for huge amounts of money. Though, as compared to Lukaku, who seems to not even know maybe he's to control the ball with his toe outside of his foot or inside of his foot. So I just believe that going forward, Lukaku will not start all matches. That one is a certainty. He's not going to start all matches. The set of people that are actually going to start the matches, regardless of their position, are the people that won us the Champions League, the people that played up front in the Champions League before
Tuchel
Lukaku.
is saying off-ball movement, hard work, and intensity. That is not Lukaku game. That is not his game. That is not his game.
That's exactly what is demanded from the team. It demands an all-round team play. Even when you're not with the ball, you should be man marking, or you should be making a run. You should be confusing the opposition. I mean, God bless Diego Costa. We really miss that guy. We really miss that guy, Diego Costa. We really miss that guy. We need that kind of player. Just imagine the type of Diego Costa in this type of formation. Even if he's not scoring, he would intentionally frustrate the defender to know that I am here and collect a yellow card. Lukaku, no yellow card, nothing, just sweat and all.
It's not for me. I don't think he's bothered enough. I don't think his mindset is kind of fully ready for Chelsea. His mindset is not 100%
Then
okay.
he shouldn't have come back. He should have just stayed behind, taking a wage reduction like what's his name, Lautaro Martinez, and be fine. He should have just stayed back.
Ogami, you're taking the match too.
Hey, my people, shower greetings, Wilton, and I hear you guys. See, I think
You know, we had this discussion on Sunday.
yeah.
We had this discussion.
I'm waiting for everybody to come. Actually,
That coming, Blue Eyes is coming.
Josie, Nana, Blue Eyes. Yeah,
Josie.
Blue Eyes actually had this suggestion. He said, play Havertz as a striker. And play runners off of him, people that can that can run, or that can that have quality on the ball off of him, and see if we cook. Now today we cooked, right? We actually played very well. You could see the intensity. Today they were playing, they're passing forward. Why didn't they pass forward against Crystal Palace? Now let me tell you the difference. Wait, let me tell you the difference. So Lille today, they played on the front foot. They played high press. They came out to press us. They pressed us with 4, and they had, 2 of their holding midfielders, and then of course they played the back 4, right? Against Crystal Palace sat off of us. They just had a structure, a mid-block structure in their own half, in front of their box 18, and told us to come and break them down. 2 different teams we used to do. Now, this fluid front 3, it seems it works against a team that presses Chelsea. Man City in the final, most of the teams, last year, apart from Atletico, most of the teams who played through the Champions League all the way, Of course, you could tell that the Atletico game was difficult for us. It took a Giroud overhead kick, and then in the second leg, it was also very cagey. But once we play against teams that come out to play us, our ability to counter press, because that's the system we play. We counter press, we win the ball in their own half, and then we transition. Right?
Yeah.
This system works perfectly for a non-traditional number 9. You don't need a traditional number 9. Now, let's put in Lukaku in, because this is a simultaneous equation. You know simultaneous equation, right?
I know.
When you have multiple equations, and you're supposed to solve for X and Y.
X and Y.
Now, we solve for X, right? We know for X, fluid number 9, play a fluid front 3 for a counter attack, for a team that actually is pressing us, right? Now, the thing is, the problem with Tuchel is, how does he solve for Y? According to Blue Eyes, how do you solve for Y? And to solve for Y, that is against a team that sits off of you and is sitting on a mid block, right? 10 players in front of their box 18. Does this system cook? That is the major question. And so far, it struggled last year in the league, right?
Yeah.
One of the reasons we lost a couple of games towards the end of the season, and we started looking like we just found out. The thing is, does Tuchel need Lukaku to solve his why? His why is low block, right? He solved high block. He solved high pressing teams with X. If he wants to solve why, does he need Lukaku, or does he tweak this current system so that it helps him to solve low blocks? Now that's where the conundrum is, and I think that's where we are currently. Does he need Lukaku to solve low block? I think if you ask me, Lukaku, I don't think he needs Lukaku. That's a big question. This guy even asked the same question. Thierry Henry on the
Paramount Sport.
He said when Chelsea bought Lukaku, he said, "What? Chelsea does not need a player like Lukaku. Did we check his profile before we went to go get him? His profile is totally different from what Tuchel was doing." And then he now said that he thought that Chelsea was going to change this season to kind of accommodate Lukaku. But Thomas Tuchel did not change the way he wanted to play. That's Lukaku is now a total misfit.
Yeah, because everybody knows Thomas Tuchel's style of play.
So now that's where the question is: who bought or who sanctioned Lukaku's buy?
Kvaratskhelia or Roman? We don't even know. We don't know who.
Because whoever did that made a huge blunder. Either the person did not understand, how the coach was setting up or even playing based on the characteristic of the players he had available, or they just went on to just buy anybody, and anybody that just suits the big name, profile. And I think it's more of they just went on to buy a big striker without even thinking of how will he suit into the team. Now, a couple of guys are saying, but wait, hold on a minute. Tuchel actually demanded for this kind of striker.
Yeah, this on
at the end of last season. He kind of said it, he hinted it a couple of times. Even inside the season, he said he always wanted a mobile target man, someone that could actually move with the ball and actually create that can create space, for others to run into. The problem Chelsea is having is when we play in the Premier League, 85% of the teams we play park the bus. We don't. This Lille will play today, We don't play against such teams in the Premier League.
Yeah.
That's why we're struggling.
Yeah.
And guess what? If we did play against teams like this against Lille, we'll be doing very well, because guess what? We'll just counter press them, win the ball like that. That Kante's goal. He won the ball, he drove with the ball, and released Pulisic.
Yeah. The timing of the ball was fantastic. Just the timing.
Not just the timing, the weight of the pass. He didn't pass it behind him. He passed it in front of him. So he could lash up to the ball, and that's what we call when you are a world-class player, But let's go back to this, Until we get that conundrum, what is going on? Where does this guy fit? Because Thierry Henry said it makes sense that Lukaku adapts his game to Chelsea.
Yeah, he does.
Because Chelsea's system actually works. And now, that's where I don't know how Lukaku is going to do it, because this is not his game.
Because Tuchel said it in the personal today, he's physically and mentally tired. As a player, that is a big L for me. That's a big L.
Who is tired?
Yeah, Tuchel said that Lukaku is mentally and physically tired.
Why is he mentally tired? What's wrong?
That's what Tuchel said.
Well,
and when the CBS people analyzed his game, they said when he was coming out from the dressing room, he looked very lazy. Very lazy, warming up.
I think that's racism. They always tag every black person as lazy. I don't take people that call black people lazy. That's just a racist slur. Because someone is big and huge, you just look at him like an elephant, like he's lazy. He cannot raise his legs. That's, to me, that's racism. I don't see. The thing is, I don't know how we're going to do it. And let me not lie to you, right? I was listening to HH, and I won't lie.
Mm-hmm.
We have not seen Havertz play under Lukaku. Let's just put it in this way.
They play together. They play together.
They've not played together. This is the second time they are playing together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or third time. It's not more than 3 times.
Yeah.
So can't we play a system that has Lukaku just like how Lewandowski is for Bayern, and you play Havertz just like how Müller is for Bayern?
In the 4-2-3-1, where Kaya could be number 10.
Exactly.
But now you are giving Kaya too much work to do, because Kaya is more of a goal scorer rather than a creative player. You're giving him too much work, because that is not his job. His job is to score those goals.
So Kai Havertz cannot play number 10.
I don't think he can play number 10, but I don't think it's his job to be the kind of passer of the ball. For me, his job is just to score goals, move into space, move into opposition places, and just score those goals, and be very clinical as a goal scorer. I don't think he's kind of passer. That's why I said, would he play like Paulo
So
Dybala?
you don't think Kai Havertz can play like Juan Mata?
I don't think so.
He
I think
cannot play
Karabat
like
is more of a Muller type, where he pop into the box, boom, it's a goal. He pop into the box, boom, it's a goal.
But Muller plays with Lewandowski.
Yeah, Muller plays with Lewandowski, but I think Muller is more, Muller understands the game very, very well, and he knows his movement, when to shoot, when to do so many stuff. Muller understands that a lot. So Kai is young, and I don't think he has that intelligence yet to play the way Muller does play for FC Bayern Munich. I don't think he has that intelligence yet. He can do it. I don't think he has that intelligence enough yet to do it for me. That's my problem, because I believe he can do it, but I don't think he has that intelligence. I think I'm thinking about that more of it as a number 9 rather than as a number 10. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying.
That now takes more of the issue now. Like, okay,
exactly.
Why did we buy a Lukaku? Is Lukaku, because let me not lie to you. If from now to the end of season, I don't think Lukaku starts on Sunday. I don't see him starting. I think Havertz start.
It's not starting. I know he's not starting on Sunday.
I think Havertz and Pulisic will definitely start. I don't know who the third person is, but I see maybe Mason Mount. Well,
I think Messi might start or Timo Werner because of the high line Liverpool play.
Okay.
Yeah, because of the high line they play.
But I never like Mason Mount and Pulisic in the same team. It's a mess. It's a hot mess.
They're going to the same space.
Exactly, and they don't pass to each other. There's no combi. I know if those two guys be under Havertz are not passing to each other, it does not help Havertz to know where he needs to run into to get the ball in space, right?
Yeah.
So I don't like Mason Mount. It's either you play one or you don't play the other. I don't like Mason Mount and Pulisic.
So I think he might play Timo Werner because of, he said he's not sure of Hakim Ziyech's fitness status right now.
Oh, did he say? Oh, okay. In the post
match, he said he wish he should have taken them off in the first half instead of playing them in the second half.
Did he know that he was already going through pain?
Yeah, I think he said he noticed in the first half about Kovacic, but was like, let me see if you can run it off. So he said he should have just taken them off in the first half, just take them off completely, so he won't have another headache anymore. Now he's unsure of Hakim Ziyech's fitness for Sunday's match. He said he's unsure.
I just pray it's just swelling or something,
So he said no. I think Ziyech might be fine. It depends on how fit it is for Sunday, because we have 5 days to recover. So they might do some physical training and say, okay, they might just maybe rush him.
No, Albert, Pulisic ends it, and Pulisic played fantastic today. Did you see him play?
I don't think Pulisic will sit.
No, Pulisic will start. Pulisic and Havertz are the first people I know that are going to start.
Yeah, Pulisic will start. And when we have Alexander Arnold playing on Sunday, hey, that's a big deal, because now Arnold will have to wash his back, because Pulisic will be just be dribbling him.
Oh yeah, him and Pulisic. But the problem is that left. I don't want us to play wing back system, man. Alonso is horrible.
I think Malan Saka might play, or one of these guys in the Fidesz team. What's his name? Is it Bold or Veil? Somebody like that can hold.
I will not lie. Tuchel kept screaming on Alonso all through the game.
Yeah,
all through.
That's an indication that Sunday he might not play him on Sunday.
I don't think he will play him.
And if Malangsa play, Malangsa has to be on this game on Sunday. He has to be on this game on Sunday.
Oh man, Malasa has to be on his A game. Bro.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit rusty today when it came on.
Oh man, and I pray for Aspi versus Salah.
No, he said
Aspi versus Mane.
No, he said the Reece will be back on Sunday.
Who?
Because Reece will be back on Sunday.
Reece?
Yeah, Reece James. Yeah.
Was Reece James on the bench today?
No, it was in the stand.
I don't see him starting.
He said he will be back on Sunday. So we might see Tuchel might make a late decision in starting Reece James.
See, if I was Tuchel
as a left back.
No. If I was Tuchel, you see this guy, Chaloba, he'll be my joker. I'll play him as right wing back.
Yeah.
Yes.
He should be crossing.
Yes. He doesn't even need to cross. Just drive, shoot. Because there'll be space behind the fullbacks. And he can defend. And all he needs to do is get the ball up to, Timo. I'll play Timo Werner there. You see that place? I'll play Timo Werner on that right side. I'll play Pulisic on the left. I'll play Havertz through the middle. I'll tell Timo Werner, just stand there. This guy, just give him that ball. Run ahead. Because if you play Messi Mount is not fit. And that game on Sunday will be super fast.
Fast, yeah.
Messi Mount, there's a reason why.
And Liverpool will not change the way they play. They will not change the way they play.
No, they'll play 4-3-3.
And it's gonna be highlight.
It's gonna be very, very intensive. So because
okay, they said Kelleher will be in the post for Sunday. Kelleher, that's fine.
I don't know. I don't care who is in the post. Kelleher is actually good. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. So
I just feel like we need to start. See, and then we now have Jorginho and Kante. God,
I don't think Jorginho. It depends. Though. It depends. Playing Jorginho against Liverpool, that's a disaster in waiting.
So who do you want to play?
Kovacic. That's a disaster in waiting.
Unless you want to play Loftus-Cheek.
No, that's what the problem is.
Yeah, you have to play Kante for sure for counter pressing.
Who will play beside Kante? I don't know.
I would have said play Loftus-Cheek, but I don't know why. Wow, to Loftus-Cheek over.
I might take a risk on Loftus-Cheek.
I'll play Jorginho.
No, I don't want to play Jorginho.
Why?
Because Liverpool press. And my problem with Jorginho with the pressing.
Jorginho has been pressed all his life.
I know.
He's good in pressing teams. In fact, Jorginho plays better against pressing teams. Teams that don't press us don't play Jorginho. It's a waste. Yeah, it's a waste.
That's true.
Because against teams that press him, he knows how to evade their press.
Yeah.
So I'll play Jorginho and Kante, the title winning, obviously Champions League winning midfield. I won't play. I'll probably bring Loftus-Cheek later, but I'll start with Jorginho and Kante because I want to control that midfield. Because Fabinho.
But Tuchel already know that Tuchel wants to control the midfield, so he'll probably tell his player to be aware.
I'll tell Pulisic and Werner. I try Pulisic to come in and become a nuisance. Like he will just be causing all kinds of dribbles because the more Pulisic is involved, Havertz will become involved. The two of them have a good understanding.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, the back three stands the same.
People are already saying we might play back four on Sunday. Do you think so? To surprise people.
I don't know if we'll play back four. I won't be surprised we do. Because Tuchel will look at it and say, man, why don't I play Malangsa, Rudiger,
and the rest of the person is in form. So does he want to change the style of play or continue with the same team?
Because guess what?
Because on Sunday against Palace, he play 4-1-4-1 formation against Palace.
No, he's not going to play 4-1-4-1 against Liverpool. He'll get chopped. Liverpool will eat you raw. He will probably play 4-2-2-2.
That's what he was going to do. That
I won't be surprised he starts with 3 at the back and he switches to 4-2-2-2 because we have 5 subs on Sunday.
Okay, that's good.
I think he'll start 3-4-3 and then he'll switch it on, or he'll switch it 4-2-2-2, 4-2-3-1, 4-1-4-1. He'll probably play 3 different systems
to confuse Klopp.
To confuse Klopp. Pop will not know what is going on. He will start with 3 at the back. He will start with because
Klopp will come with a formula to counter that system.
Exactly. It will to neutralize their system, to make them get weary in terms. And guess what? Now, people don't know the wing backs is going to use. People think it's going to be Asper and Alonso. I don't think I'll be surprised
think it's going to play
if don't start. Yeah, I'm sure Alonso is not starting. Aspi might not still start.
Might not still start. Yeah, with James might start. It might be a surprise one.
It might be Rhys James. It might be Chalobah. I know there's a joker that day. There's going to be a joker Sunday. Someone is going to show up. That everybody will be like, wow. But I know the midfield is Kante and Jorginho. And then on the wings, I think it's going to be in front. The front three will be Pulisic, Havertz, this guy,
maybe Timo Werner,
and Timo Werner. I think that's why he gave Timo Werner a run today. I see Timo Werner starting because Timo Werner will be jackpot for Liverpool's long high line.
And Liverpool will be very worried because if they are playing Timo Werner, now why like that?
Yes, and that's going to give them something to think
Klopp
about.
will be having a headache like. Because now Haaland has to fall back. That's not Haaland's job. That is not his job.
And once you pin Liverpool's fullbacks, you've actually taken 50% of their creativity.
Yeah.
It's going to be an interesting. It's going to be very interesting.
Because Klopp said it. He hates a team who plays defensive football. He said he hates a team who plays that.
It's crazy.
Now, because it's going to be difficult for them to break them down.
Someone said we need run in the midfield. We don't need to run in the midfield. There's no space to run to. Liverpool plays. Have you seen Liverpool's triangle midfield?
Yeah.
Man, you just need to pass the ball fast in the midfield. You don't need to run.
Exactly.
All this running. You don't need to run.
We don't need it.
Move the ball quickly and go into space.
Yeah.
And then expose their fullbacks through the wings. That's it. If you can do that very fast, you'll beat Liverpool.
You beat Liverpool, yeah. And sometimes Liverpool forget themselves a lot. Sometimes they tend to forget themselves sometimes. In that, when you play traditional, because I was in Norwich match on Saturday. Norwich pinned Liverpool a lot of time, and especially Arnold. He was overlapping, forgetting himself. Doesn't even know where his position is. When they scored the first goal, Timo Pukki is a bastard. He should have scored like 2 or 3 goals already.
Yeah.
So and that was why even Alisson was in the back. But my problem with that is against Liverpool, we need to be clinical. That's it. Yeah, we need to. Because
Jota is out.
Yeah, Jota and their Firmino is out.
They are injured.
Yeah, they're injured, yeah. Yeah, they're injured. But Klopp will be worried now. Will be very, very worried. Will be very worried now because now he knows Arnold will not fall back. Because Arnold will not fall back. That's what the problem is. He will not fall back. So it could be Diaz, Mane, and Salah. Possibly. Yeah, possibly. So that's why we have to be on our A game, yeah. Have to be on our A game, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, another final. Like on Sunday, I can't wait for Sunday. I cannot wait for Sunday.
It's gonna be interesting game.
Man, I cannot wait for Sunday. Chilling, relaxing, just watching what will Sunday hold on to? Because I can't wait for Sunday. Sunday is gonna be so interesting. Sunday is gonna be so interesting. I can't wait for Sunday.
I just pray Ziyech is back.
I think he might be back, but because Tuchel said he's not sure, he's unsure about his fitness, so we might wait on Tuchel to make a decision.
And we'll see where it is by end of this week. We'll be able to.
Yeah, because by Friday we should be able to know what's going on by Friday. We should be able to know because Tuchel said
he's going to play Diaz, Mane, and Salah.
These are the 3 that's going to play. So, yeah, and I think Tuchel will have a plan for those 3 players. I think he will.
Yeah.
I think he will have a plan for those 3 players, though. He will have a plan for them. So we have to wait and see what plans he has. I think he will have a plan for them. I'm very, very sure of it. He will have a plan.
It's going to be a very enjoyable game. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good game.
Good game. Another final.
More.
Yep, another final on Sunday. And Chelsea always turn up a lot when it's final.
Daniel just as much Daniel says, can I add Chelsea's midfield look better without Jorginho to the conversation? As much as money as Lukaku costs, I was told Jorginho was top 3 in the world a month or two ago. Whatever.
Then in the 9 minute, I can bring in Origi. That guy is a clutch player too. He's gonna be a clutch player. Then I think if it goes to penalty, I think we might have the edge. If it goes to penalty, we might have the edge against Liverpool. We might have the edge against them because Arisa Balaga is going to penalty save, so we might have the edge. And even if it goes to penalty, Liverpool fans will be very worried because they know how good Arisa Balaga is in penalty. They know how good he is. So they'll be very worried about him. So,
Won't be interesting, bro.
Yep. Shola, looking towards Sunday now. How ready are you? Looking to Sunday. Shola, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Yes, I'm here.
Looking forward to Sunday now.
Sunday's another time. It's another opportunity to win a trophy. Like let's keep adding more trophies to the trophy cabinet. It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tough game.
Yeah.
Manu already has a.
I don't think Alisson will keep on Sunday. I don't think Alisson will keep.
Well, even if he doesn't,
This
Gallagher or that I can't pronounce his name properly. The goalkeeper, the one that was in goal against us at Stamford Bridge is a decent goalkeeper. That Irish guy is a decent goalkeeper.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Sunday. I actually do think we would nick it, but to be very close. We would nick it, but to be very close. Very, very close.
Yeah.
Very, very close.
Another final, and because for the very first time, everybody is looking forward to fight this.
Everybody's ready to die on the line. Mane is coming from winning the AFCON. Salah is coming from losing the AFCON. I don't know. Then Luis Diaz wants to win the first trophy with Liverpool. So everybody has a reason to be motivated. Both Chelsea and Liverpool.
Everything's gonna be online on Sunday.
Everything is on the line. German coaches, one trophy. Wembley, here we come.
Oh my God! Sunday is it's like exciting tension. It's gonna be tension.
Well, I just believe in DNA, winning DNA FC. That's Chelsea. We'll nick it. We'll win it.
People says it might go to penalty. I think if it goes to penalty, I think we're fine. I'm very confident in the player.
Well, if it goes to penalty, that's where fatigue of players. I know everyone is ready. Everyone is mentally ready.
I think in that Chelsea team, we have a very wonderful penalty takers now.
Liverpool, they're playing tomorrow, right? Are they playing in league tomorrow?
Good.
Fantastic. So it won't be like Chelsea play today. So it will be like Chelsea play today and Liverpool is resting till Sunday. So
no, we are resting because we got maybe 5 days for recovery. So Tuchel will take his time to look at Liverpool's match tomorrow and analyze. Not even tomorrow. Maybe he has been analyzing them for a very long time. So of
course he has been analyzing them, and I'm sure he has 1 or 2 aces up his sleeves. So I'm sure he's ready for Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah, I know very well because what's about Tuchel is he kind of read the games a lot in terms of opposition he wants to play, and he's gonna tell his player, let's do this. My problem is I just hope Hakim Ziyech is fit enough to play on Sunday. I don't think the injury is that much for him not to play. Maybe if they kind of rush him, he might be on the bench. That's what I think. Because we need him to play. He's just too good, right? He's in front, right?
Oh well, if that's game plan, I just know they'll be preparing for extra time as well as prepare for penalties.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe he might be on the bench.
Okay, what if this guy wins the trophy for us, Lukaku?
Possible, very possible. But I don't think Tuchel will start him.
I don't think so as well.
For Tuchel to say he's mentally and physically tired, that's a big statement to make. That's a very damn big statement.
But he might be ready for. He might be ready for what do you call it? He might be ready for Sunday.
If he plays on Sunday, Van Dijk and Matic will shut him down. Even Konate will shut him down. That's it. Because we have to press on Sunday. We have to press Liverpool to make them make mistake. We gotta do it. We have to. Because Sunday is a tension match. Nobody want to make mistake. Nobody. It's a tension match. Nobody want to make mistake, and you're playing Lukaku. That's a negative one. That's a short one. Because Van Dijk will have an easy game on Sunday. We'll have an easy game. Very easy game for him. Just put the Lukaku out of the game. That's it. Lukaku can't bully Van Dijk. He can't bully Ibrahim Konate. He cannot. He cannot do it. The only thing he can do, and he doesn't even have the movement going into spaces in which Kai Havertz has more than him. In which Kai is good at is very good in playing in that situation of thing than him. That's what the problem is, because Havertz has that movement in that situation. He has that movement than Romelu Lukaku. That's where we will struggle to play Lukaku.
I honestly felt we should have defeated Liverpool at Anfield.
Yeah, we played 1-1.
Yeah, we should have. It's just a matter of Chelsea creating chances and not taking it. First half of that game, we were the better side.
Yeah.
Before the red card, we were the better side.
I agree. And even when they came to Stamford Bridge after 2-0, then we came back to 2-2. It's all about mentality.
Yeah, and I noticed something in tonight's match. After scoring the second goal, in a way, we kind of ceded possession to Lille. I hope we don't do that against Liverpool.
Exactly. That I think Tuchel also said it also too. I think that will be able to be worked out for me. That will be worked out for me though.
Oh, just hoping for Sunday. Hope Sunday comes to.
Hoping for Sunday, because Sunday, see,
they will come back here and we will celebrate more.
Exactly. Sunday can come sooner.
Of course, slowly but surely.
Now the players need to just rest their mind and get prepared.
Do you have any more talking points?
Let me see what we want to talk about. So what's going to be the midfielder dilemma? Because people are saying Jorginho Conte, we left to shake Conte. Who do you want to play on Sunday if Matej Kovacic is not playing?
Since Kovacic is out, I'll prefer Kante and Jorginho, or Kante and Ruben Loftus-Cheek, or even Kante and Saul Niguez. Saul came in today. Saul came in today and it wasn't bad.
Yeah, Saul Niguez against a pressing team.
He's from Atletico. He's not used to being pressed.
I know, but Liverpool is gonna press.
We need someone like that. We need someone that will give them that awareness that I am here. I'm not here to play. I am here. I don't often get chances, but I'm here to make my mark.
A big risk. Saul Niguez and Conte. That's a big risk.
If you don't take it, how would you know what he's capable of doing? You know the funny thing about Saul Niguez, it's not as if he's coming from, say, a Barcelona team that is not used to being pressed. He's coming from a team that readily gives you possession. They don't mind having 10% possession. Their own is to score you on the counter.
I know.
So they are used to seeing possession. So imagine a Saul Niguez and N'Golo Kante. Well, if that doesn't work, maybe a Saul Niguez and
because Tuchel has been benching Jorginho in some recent. I was like, why is he benching Jorginho? What's going on?
I don't want to read I don't want to read too much into it, but I just want to believe it's an opportunity to give others room to perform.
Time. Okay.
And unluckily, this guy is out already, Kovacic. So it's an opportunity for that people to step up. And do you know the funny thing? He practically played almost all his midfielders today. Almost all of them.
All of them, yes.
He practically played almost all of them.
All of them. Exactly.
I think in a way, he's actually reading ahead. Like, okay, if Kovacic is injured for the second time this season, what do I do?
Exactly. And Kovacic wants to play in the Sunday final. He knows how important that final is. Same thing with Hakim Ziyech. They want to give that same thing
too. This guy wants to make an impression. Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Exactly. But you also depend on the lineup club, because club is a madman. You also depend on the lineup he wants to make. But club will be very worried because of Arnold. Because club will be like, what Tuchel is gonna do to his player is Mohamed Salah is gonna be pinned down a lot of time, and they has also to have to take him out of the game, because we have to be physical with them on Sunday.
We just have to be everywhere. We just have to be everywhere, win all the balls.
Exactly, win all the balls and be clean. Because once you score 1 and 2 against Liverpool,
then another issue that we need to look into is the left wing back. Is it Alonso? Is it Malansa?
I think Malansa will play. I think Tuchel might do something. He might play one of the guy that plays in the FA Cup, that left back that plays in the FA Cup. I don't know if you know the guy. He plays in the FA Cup.
All.
He might try him.
Well,
that's a big risk.
Let's see if Tuchel is tactical enough, or should I say brilliant enough to do that. because it's going to be an high intensity
That's gonna
match.
be a big match for the guy to play in. That's a big
well,
match.
Let's assume all of our players are injured. Won't
Oh.
he try to use him there, or will he have to use Pulisic there?
I don't think we'll play Pulisic there because Pulisic forever position is left wing. Although he's out, although he's absent, he's out. He's injured. The only player you can play in that position is Timo Werner. So
No way.
exactly
No way.
in the left wing. So Pulisic best wing is left wing, and Tuchel knows that already. He knows that, so he doesn't want to take that risk. He knows. He doesn't want to take that risk. He knows. That's what the problem. That's where the Tuchel dilemma is. What should I do? That is psychological thinking. Now, what should I do? How do we turn this around? Because people will be thinking like, hey, what can I do to work this out, to make this work for me? Because if this doesn't go well, it might be, and it's a one-off game, and he wants to win it. It's a one-off game that he wants to win. He wants to win it. It's a one-off game, and he wants to win it. So, man, it's gonna be a big match on Sunday. Big match. It's gonna be a big match on Sunday. I hope the boys are ready. Because everybody is already saying we're looking forward to Sunday. We're looking forward to Sunday, man. We're looking forward to Sunday, man. And also Areza Balaga.
Oh god. Sentimental reasons. I want Areza Balaga to start on Sunday, but
Yes,
Edward Mendy is number one.
No, it's a final, so Areza Balaga will start. I don't want.
Well, it's a final. Areza Balaga didn't start the Club World Cup final, so
yeah, Areza Balaga will play, so that's fine with me. And it's good. It's good. So it's been good recently. So I don't have an issue with Areza Balaga. It's been good.
Honestly, I think going forward, Areza Balaga should leave the club. He's too good to be number two.
It's too good.
He's too good to be number two. Yes.
That is where the problem is. The dilemma of the problem is. If we lose Areza Balaga, we need the backup.
We'll get back up now. There are a lot of keepers in Europe. PSG alone has like 6 goalkeepers. 6. We'll get back up.
Wow.
We'll get back up.
It's too good to be the number.
I don't know if you saw this game. Did you see this game? PSG over the weekend. PSG and Nantes.
Yeah, I saw the game. PSG Nantes. Yeah.
You saw the goalkeeper for Nantes.
Keylor Navas.
No. Nantes. Not
La Front. Yeah.
Yes. Is that not a decent goalkeeper? Even you only see. Just go to France. You will see good goalkeeper.
Yeah,
go to France.
France produce a lot of players and
go to France. Go to Belgium. You see good goalkeepers.
Yeah,
Even Germany, you see good goalkeepers. So that shouldn't be an issue. It depends on what you want. You tell the guy that, oh, you're coming in as a backup. Some people are confident or comfortable being used as backup. So moreover, there's World Cup in November. So I don't know what's going through as a bad guy. Does he want to be Spanish number one? Does he even want to be part
That's
of
the problem because it's gonna be a World Cup in Spain. So is it gonna be the number one or is it gonna be Daher? Gonna be the number one?
Because I honestly feel it's better than Jonas Simon. That Spanish number.
I know. I keep
honestly
saying
feel it's better than.
I know. Everybody knows it's better than Jonas Simon. I don't know why the sentimentalist about this Spain manager. Play him. He's better than Simon. Play him.
I think what's his name? Eric Garcia is more of. Oh no, sorry. Luis Enrique is more of. Okay, I trust you. Do the job for me. Get the job done, and we're good to go. If I don't trust you, I won't call you.
But the problem is, we all know how good David Daher and Areza Balaga are. We know how good they are. We know. That's what the problem is. Because with the form Areza Balaga is right now, and I know very well Luis Enrique is watching. I know he's watching very well. So he might be tempted to bring in Areza Balaga into the squad for the Spain national team. But what of David Daher?
And this guy too in Brighton. Sanchez.
Okay. Sanchez too is good also too.
Yes.
So you can't have a 4 goalkeeper in World Cup. That's not done.
I think it will be allowed due to COVID-19 rules. Also. I think so. I'm not sure.
4 goalkeepers. Wow.
I'm not sure. We don't know I'm not sure about the rules here. Maybe when FIFA comes out with the rule, we know maybe 4 goalkeepers will be allowed.
After next month, March, we're gonna know because next month is gonna be the qualifying for the body work.
Yeah, the qualifiers, the playoffs.
African. So we will know both European and Africa. We're gonna know then. That's why we're gonna know the decision who's gonna go to and who's not gonna go to. Because I think that's gonna be the final match for the World Cup. Everybody has qualified already. I think so. Every country has qualified, just remaining Spain, because only 4 teams can qualify. Only 4 teams can go to Spain. I said Spain, Italy, Portugal. Who again? I need to check the group to see who people's gonna qualify. But overall, though, I'm happy though. Looking forward to Sunday. Looking forward to tomorrow. We'll take on tomorrow's matches: Ajax versus Benfica, and Atletico versus United.
Atletico Madrid to win. Atletico Madrid to win, but I don't know. But Atletico Madrid to win.
What do you say?
However, Ronaldo has the final say.
Mhm. Why this Atletico to win?
Atletico is that kind of thing that will keep on annoying you. There's no more way go. So they'll frustrate you for as long as they can till they get a chance score and lock up shop.
But
There's no longer a way go.
Atletico can't
So,
defend. That's my problem. They can't defend. That's my problem. They cannot defend. They can't defend for their life.
they can't, but in a way, they have Suarez. So they say that they still stand a chance.
But Ronaldo has a seat, like you always say, it's an European. It's an
Ronaldo
European.
has to say now, he's Mr. Champions League. Ronaldo is Mr. Champions League, so he has to say.
Yeah, I don't know because it turns up a lot in ECL. People say Angel Correa and then Suarez are on form. I think Joan Felix also is picking up from a little bit, so it might be a good game though. Get a good
Yeah.
game. It might be a good game. It might be a good game tomorrow. Wow, the breaking news I'm hearing is Andreas Christensen wants to go. Bayern Munich wants to buy Andreas Christensen.
Who?
Bayern.
Don't buy who?
Andreas Christensen, according to the very reliable source, Myers and Meyer, very reliable source in the Bayern, they want to buy Andreas Christensen.
I think Christensen is a foregone conclusion for Chelsea. What is
Yeah,
winning,
but the
but he's not
problem
going to
is
remain in the
Bayern
club.
said they are worried about his wages, how much he wants to collect. Because Nicolas Sule will go in the summer. He's going to Dortmund. So then Andreas can come in.
Which suits their game. It suits the passing game for Bayern.
Yeah. And he's gonna go for free.
Yes. So, and Bayern has this way of getting quality players for bargain prices. So it suits their budget, it suits their philosophy.
Yeah. Exactly. And also, based on the news I'm also hearing too, Cesar Spicota has made a decision to join Barcelona in the summer too.
Wonderful servant, brilliant guy.
So as
I'm happy for
Spicota
him.
and Andreas are leaving. Wow.
So what happens to Rudiger? What happens to wait? Why is Alonso not also joining them?
Marcos
Can also
Magado.
join them.
He will go too, but we don't know who's gonna buy him. Inter Milan has is it Gozin or what is his name?
Inter Milan says he wants to renew the contract of Brozovic. No, Perisic rather. Perisic.
Exactly. So
and they have Biragi. They have Biragi there. So
I don't think Inter Milan will want him. It depends on the team that plays a back three. You can't go to Spain. Spain is filled with the players already.
US is there now. MLS.
MLS. Who's the most about Alonso? Alonso is a liability.
LA Galaxy. LA Galaxy is available.
Alonso is a liability. Kilman to Chelsea for Christensen. Who the heck is Kilman? I think he plays. Does he play for Wolves?
Yes, he does. He's a Wolves player.
How good is it? Why we just buy medical player? How good is this person?
I honestly don't know. So, bro, I gotta bounce, man. Will Albert join the link?
Who?
Albert.
No, I don't know. I think no. It was only in the chat, just chatting up. It's not joining. All right, bro. Thank you for coming up. I really appreciate it, bro.
Welcome, man. Anytime, bro. Anytime. All right, man. Be good.
All right, my people. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming up. We'll guide tomorrow too. Terrorism football tomorrow. Atletico versus United, guys. We'll guide tomorrow. And for Sunday, the Karabuki Cup on Sunday. Guys, we ride on Sunday, the Karabuki Cup on Sunday. Peace out, guys. God bless and stay safe. Have a wonderful night, guys. God bless. Bye.